Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. It is a new week and we have the return of the Faction Rally for the first time on PC. This also is going to be the final Faction Rally for Season 1 before they completely change the loot tables, so this is going to be your chance to get your hands on some pretty cool gear. So in this video we'll go over that, including some of the milestones this week, including Prestige Mode launching on the PC, and the Gauntlet Challenge Mode being released as well. So let's get into it. So starting off with the milestones, we start with the Flashpoint on Nessus. We have Clan XP, Nightfall, the Leviathan completion, and Call to Arms as your sources for powerful gear. And again, for those of you newer to the game, powerful gear is what is going to take you beyond 265 power. The Nightfall for the week is the Inverted Spire, and the modifiers start with Momentum, which is health and shield regenerations are disabled while standing still, sprint to regenerate more quickly, and the Time Warp is Rings, and for this I recommend that when you get to one of these three areas to clear out as many enemies as you can before activating the rings. That way you won't be interrupted by enemy fire and you can capture most if not all of the rings each time. Also for this week we have the launch of Prestige Mode for Leviathan on the PC, as well as the Challenge Mode for Gauntlet. I'm going to have a video going over the Gauntlet Challenge later today, so keep an eye out for that, but I'll say if you've already been running this with Prestige with the rotation method, you probably are already doing it right. Of course, don't forget Cade 6's treasure maps. They're not going to be super reliable for loot, but you can always get something really cool from them, including things like emblems and such, so they can definitely still be worth it. Now, of course, the big event this week is the return of the Faction Rally. This isn't Faction Rally Season 2, it's still going to behave like it did in Season 1, but they have made some of those adjustments, like having public events give you less tokens, and strikes and nightfalls give you more, so that way you don't feel like you have to necessarily grind public events the entire time. To start the rally, you have to go meet up with all of the different faction heads on the tower. They'll tell you a little bit about what they're all about, and then you can go ahead and pledge your faction. I'm going to go ahead and pick with New Monarchy for my Titan. I'm going to be focusing mostly on this faction because I really want them to win. The Honor's Edge sword looks pretty cool. It's the uppercut class of sword, and it also has a pretty cool perk that grants it increased damage when you quickly switch to it from another weapon, which is pretty cool. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I really do think New Monarchy is going to win this time because a lot of people might have been a little envious of the shaders, and this time around we have a sword, so it's definitely going to be hard to beat. They also have a couple other really cool weapons that I'm looking forward to, like the Older Sister 3 with Ambitious Assassin, and the Maxim 9 also looks pretty cool with that Snapshot perk. It's going to be really good for the Crucible. Hopefully they'll be adjusting sniper rifles in the Season 2 sandbox balance, because I'm definitely ready for sniper rifles to be more viable in PvE, but we'll just have to wait and see. We also have the escape velocity from Dead Orbit, which looks pretty decent, although it is kinetic, and I don't see anything dethroning my Antiope D anytime soon, so we'll just have to see how it really turns out. Aside from that, we have the Timeline's VERTEX, which is the special weapon from Future War Cult, but again, it's going to be hard for me to replace the main ingredient, but I wouldn't hate it if they won. And that brings us to the end of the weekly activities. Let me know in the comments below which of these weapons you're looking forward to and which faction you think is going to win. There is also a very insane token farm, which I'm going to be going over very shortly in a separate video, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But anyways, drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.